Lightsabers are super cool, but what makes lightsabers so cool? Why is there such a mass appeal to the weapon of choice of the Jedi and Sith? Let's talk a little bit about this. Let's try to articulate some of the reasons why lightsabers are so cool. Well, first of all, if we trace back the history, the origins of the lightsaber, what's really cool about them is they blend the old with the new. So when we look at the original Star Wars trilogy, George Lucas really wanted to have kind of a lived-in universe feel. He wanted things to feel kind of futuristic and retro at the same time, familiar and unusual at the same time. And the lightsaber is very much an embodiment of this. So it's kind of like a sword in real life. But on the other hand, it has this kind of plasma beam, laser beam, whatever you want to call it, emitting from the hilt. And so instead of, having a metal blade, and so that's just exotic enough to be different, from what we're familiar with. So that's really one of the big reasons I think lightsabers are so cool right there, is they're kind of the blending of the old and the new. And another big reason that lightsabers are cool is those cool lightsaber noises that they make. So, when you turn on a lightsaber and it makes all those neat lightsabery sounds. There's just something about that, it makes people's faces light up. It gets kids real excited, all those cool lightsabery sound effects. And that's definitely another big reason why lightsabers are so cool. Another reason is there's such a variety of them, right? So you can kind of select a lightsaber that matches your personality in terms of the blade color. That's certainly a big choice for a lot of people. If you like red and you want to feel kind of, dark side like, you would get a red-bladed lightsaber. If you like blue, you get a blue-bladed lightsaber. You can select more unusual colors like orange or yellow, if you like. So that's a big thing. A lot of people really like to select blade colors, but you can also select different lightsaber hilt options. So the designs of lightsaber hilts are nearly endless, right? And people can get pretty creative with that. And some of the kind of creative minds behind different Star Wars things, whether it's the TV show, the movies, or various TV shows, I should say, the movies, video games, just all sorts of stuff, comic books, we've seen lots of new lightsaber designs come out of that. And we've also seen fans create some really crazy, really cool lightsaber designs. So I think a lot of people like that creative aspect of the lightsaber, that it's very much a personal item and it can be sort of its own piece of art as well. And so that's a pretty neat aspect of it. And that's appealing to a lot of people. And that's possibly why some people can end up collecting quite a few lightsabers as well, because they're all a little bit different. So really, you guys, I think those are most of the main reasons that I think lightsabers have a mass appeal. So they're kind of familiar and unusual at the same time. You can select from lots of different options, blade colors. There's so many different hilt designs and such out there. The lightsaber sounds are very distinctive, very powerful, very moving. And, along with those customization lines, the sound font on a lightsaber varies widely, among different lightsabers. So that's another extension of the lightsaber's personality and the lightsaber wielder's personality as well. And I guess one final thought I would add, this is kind of an aside from several of the other thoughts, but one of the reasons why lightsabers are so cool is because they sort of connote pure joy, okay? Because when you have a lightsaber collectible, it's not going to hurt anyone. They're not intended to hurt anyone if you get a real lightsaber, because we don't have any real lightsabers in the sense that you can cut through something or hurt somebody with it, okay? All lightsabers are meant for fun. And so even though we see the characters kind of use them in the different Star Wars media and people will get hurt there, in real life, everything about lightsabers is fun. And so there's something that can be very uniting about that. It really can bring us together as Star Wars fans and lightsaber enthusiasts. And it takes away kind of, some of the danger that may be inherent with other items, and takes away some of the polarizing factors that you could get from real items that could in real life kind of harm somebody. So I guess I spent a little more time on that aspect of it than I was expecting, but I do think that's an important aspect. Lightsabers are just kind of pure fun when you get them in real life, and I think that contributes to their appeal. And you just see people at like a Star Wars concert or Star Wars movie, they bring lightsabers, it lights up the room, it's really fun. And so it kind of builds community that way and builds kind of goodwill, oddly enough, even though within the Star Wars universe itself, there's certainly weapons. In our universe, though, in the real world, they're just intended for fun. So I think that's a big factor as well. But feel free to comment below, you guys. Why do you think lightsabers are so cool? What's your favorite lightsaber? What are some of your favorite lightsaber companies? All of that good stuff. I'd love to hear from you.